Hello everyone. Today, we will follow the brave fishermen off the coast of Alaska, where they conquer the ocean to hunt one of the largest and most valuable fish, the giant halibut. Using traditional longline techniques combined with modern technology, the fishermen have turned this job into a true art. Let's explore the arduous but also joyful and passionate journey of people attached to the sea. Each giant flounder fishing trip is a journey that lasts many days at sea. Fishermen must prepare carefully before departure. The large, modernly equipped ships are filled with fuel, food, drinking water and necessary equipment for the trip. Early in the morning, before the sun rises, the crew wakes up to check the fishing lines, hooks and bait. The bait is usually herring or mackerel, fish with a strong smell that attracts flounder from afar. Everything is ready. The ship's engine roars, cutting through the waves to the distant sea, where giant flounder are hiding in the deep ocean. This journey is not only work, but also passion. The life of the fishermen. They are familiar with the rough waves, strong winds and the harshness of nature. But it is their passion for the sea and the desire for a bountiful harvest that makes them continue to stick to the sea. Despite the dangers that always lurk, catching giant flounder is not easy. This is a bottom-dwelling fish, often lying quietly on sand, gravel or mud, watching for prey cautiously. To catch them, fishermen use longline fishing, a traditional but extremely effective method. Long lines can stretch for kilometers, with hundreds of baited hooks. When the boat reaches a suitable sea area, the fishermen begin to cast the fishing line into the sea. This work requires coordination between the crew, from casting each section of line, attaching bait, to controlling the speed of the boat to ensure the fishing line is spread evenly across the sea surface. After casting, the fishermen wait. Giant flounder are not easily lured, but once they bite, they will create a real battle. The waiting time can last from several hours to a whole day. During that time, the fishermen take the opportunity to check their equipment, getting ready to pull the fish onto the boat. When a giant flounder bites the hook, it means a fierce battle is about to begin. Adult flounder can be more than 2.5 meters long and weigh up to 200 to 300 kilograms. Some even weigh more than 400 kilograms. Their strength underwater is terrible, causing the fishing line to tighten, possibly breaking the fishing rod or pulling the fishermen into the sea if not careful. Fishermen must use all their experience and techniques to pull the fish up. First, they slowly retract the fishing line, using pulleys and winches to reduce the pressure. When the fish gets close to the surface, it will thrash violently, trying to escape. This is the decisive moment. The crew must quickly use large iron hooks, gaff, to secure the fish, avoiding the case that it struggles too hard and slips away. Some fish fight for dozens of minutes before giving in. After being restrained, the flounder is pulled onto the deck, where the crew quickly processes and preserves it. Each successful giant flounder catch is an achievement, bringing joy and pride to the fishermen. As soon as the fish is brought onto the ship, the preliminary processing begins. Fishermen use sharp knives to cut the fish's blood, helping to keep the fish meat fresh. After that, the fish is gutted, cleaned and stored in a cold storage to maintain its quality until it reaches the dock. Giant flounder has a very high economic value, especially in the US, Japanese and European markets. The flounder meat is white, has a delicious flavor, is rich in nutrients, and is processed into many high-class dishes such as sushi, sashimi, grilled flounder steak with garlic butter or pan-fried fish fillets. Each successful sea voyage not only brings profit to the fishermen, but also contributes to providing a high-quality food source for the market. Halibut has long been a symbol of perseverance and endurance in the fishing industry. After many days at sea, the fishing boat returns to port with a hold full of giant halibut. It is the moment that every fisherman looks forward to. The fatigue seems to disappear when seeing the fruits of their labor. The fresh halibut are brought ashore, sold to traders and high-end restaurants. Some especially large fish are even auctioned at huge prices. The journey to catch giant halibut is not just a job, but also a story about the courage, solidarity and perseverance of the fishermen. Despite facing many dangers, they still stick with the sea, continue to conquer the waves, bring back full catches of fish, feed their families and contribute to the development of the fishing industry. After the giant flounder fishing trip ends, the fishing boats return to port in excitement. The giant flounders, after being processed on board, are transferred to the port to be sent to processing plants or exported. But for the fishermen, the work does not stop there. They quickly prepare for the next journey, a longline fishing trip for giant squid. Squid is one of the most valuable seafood species and is the main target of many offshore fishing boats. Unlike flounders that live on the ocean floor, squid often move in large schools and gather in areas with strong currents. That requires a completely different fishing strategy. After completing the unloading, the fishermen quickly proceed to maintain the boat. Check the longline system, hooks and especially the bait source, the decisive factor for the success of the trip. Small fish such as herring, mackerel are often used as bait to attract squid. After a day of rest and preparation, the squid fishing boat heads out to sea again. This journey lasts for many days, even weeks, because searching for schools of squid requires the captain's perseverance and extensive experience. The best time to catch squid is usually at night, when this creature rises to the surface to hunt. Therefore, from the evening, the fishermen are busy preparing. High-power headlights are turned on, creating a giant area of light on the sea surface. The light has the effect of attracting squid from deep water to rise. When the boat moves to a suitable location, the crew begins to deploy long fishing lines. Each line has thousands of hooks. Each hook is attached to a piece of fresh bait. This long fishing line system is designed to work effectively, helping fishermen to catch large quantities without using trawls. After only a few hours, the first signs showed that the squid had taken the bait. Hundreds of fishing rods vibrated, signaling that the giant squid were being caught on the hooks. As the line pulling process began, the whole ship became more exciting than ever. Squid are incredibly powerful creatures. When hooked, they spray black ink to try to escape, making the job of pulling the line difficult. The fishermen had to work continuously, coordinating rhythmically to pull each squid onto the deck without letting them fall back into the sea. Some giant squid, which can be more than 1.5 meters long, made the fishing line tense. To hold them, the fishermen had to use a net or a specialized iron hook. After being pulled onto the deck, the squid were quickly sorted, cleaned and stored in the ship's freezer. After many days of continuous fishing, when the hold was full of squid, the ship began its journey back to shore. The long days at sea with hard but exciting work finally brought worthy results. When the ship docked, the frozen squid crates were immediately transported to processing factories. A portion of them will be exported to Japan, Korea and Europe, where squid is always in high demand. Even though they had just finished a long fishing trip, the fishermen still did not have time to rest for too long. They immediately started to maintain the ship, repair damaged equipment, clean fishing lines and prepare bait for the next trip. Each trip to sea is a new challenge. But that is also the life of those who work at sea. They are not only ocean hunters, but also strong, resilient people, facing nature to bring valuable products from the sea. Conclusion: the passion and perseverance of fishermen. The journey of catching flounder and squid with long lines is not only a job, but also a story about the spirit of persistent work, ingenuity and passion for the sea. Despite facing many dangers, fishermen still continue to go out to sea, bringing back full catches of fish and squid. Contributing to the development of the seafood industry and providing high-quality food sources for the world. If you like this content, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel to continue following the dramatic journeys at sea. Scene of preparing squid after landing, processing, classifying, packaging and transporting, preparing for the next fishing trip, maintaining the boat. Repairing equipment, preparing fishing lines and bait, comparing squid fishing with other professions, difficulties, income, consumer market. After many days at sea, the ship full of squid arrives at the port while many traders and processing workers wait. The squid processing must be done quickly to ensure the quality and commercial value of the product. As soon as the ship anchors, the frozen squid crates are brought to shore using a specialized crane and conveyor system. Workers quickly check each batch, classifying the squid by size and quality. Large, fresh squid will be put into the advanced processing system for export. While smaller ones can be used for the domestic market or as raw materials for processing into other products such as dried squid, shredded squid, or frozen squid. The squid processing process includes the following steps: sorting by size, Large and small squid are sorted separately for easy handling and pricing. Cleaning: squid is put into a large water tank to wash away impurities and mud. Removing the internal organs. Workers use a specialized knife to cut open the squid's belly. Remove the ink sac, internal organs and eyes. Skinning. Some types of squid, especially squid, will have their outer skin peeled off to increase their aesthetic value when processed. Quick cooling. After preliminary processing, the squid is immediately put into a low-temperature freezer to keep it fresh. After being preliminary processed, the squid will be quickly packaged and transported to cold storage or exported to major markets such as Japan, Korea, the US and Europe. Although they have just returned from a difficult journey, the fishermen do not have much time to rest. As soon as the goods are unloaded at the port, they immediately start to maintain the boat and prepare for the next trip. Checking and repairing the boat, the engine, cooling system, electrical system, and squid attracting headlights must be working properly. Cleaning the deck and hold. Make sure the boat is clean and free of fishy smells from the previous fishing trip. Preparing bait. Small fish such as herring and mackerel will be placed in the freezer to be used as bait. Checking long fishing lines. Long fishing lines with thousands of hooks must be carefully checked to avoid damage when fishing. Stocking food and fuel. Ensuring enough food and fuel for a long journey at sea. Every step is carried out quickly but carefully, because every minute spent on shore is a minute lost to fishing opportunities at sea. After completing the preparations, the ship continues to set sail. The white-capped waves do not discourage the children of the sea. They are eager for a new trip, with the hope of a bumper fishing season. This time, the ship heads to a more distant sea area, where there are signs of giant squid. The journey can last for days, even weeks, and is full of challenges: harsh weather, big waves, lack of sleep and non-stop work. But all those difficulties do not diminish the determination of fishermen. They are ocean warriors, ready to face challenges to bring back full catches of fish and squid, contributing to the development of the marine economy and providing high-quality seafood to the world. The journey of catching squid with long lines is not only a profession, but also a lifestyle, an unquenchable passion. Those people, despite facing many dangers, still work hard day and night at sea, hoping to bring back benefits from the ocean. The life of fishermen is a blend of hardship, hardship and happiness when arriving at the shore with holds full of seafood. It is a story of perseverance, team spirit and love for the ocean. Please continue to accompany us to discover the next journeys of ocean fishermen. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the dramatic footage of fishermen's lives. Expanding on longline squid fishing techniques, how to set the line. Use light to attract squid. Fishermen's experiences. Challenge of offshore fishing, big waves, storms, pirates, fuel shortages, problems with preserving squid on board. Comparing squid fishing with other types of fishing, productivity, risks, profits, environmental impacts, the journey back from a long trip, feelings when returning to the mainland. Stories about fishermen, impacts on family and social economy. What content would you like to delve into? Unlike other fish, squid are attracted to light and often hunt at night. Therefore, the longline squid fishing method has been improved and optimized by fishermen over the years to achieve the highest efficiency. Choosing a fishing location, fishermen use sonar and observe marine environmental conditions to determine where the largest number of squid schools are concentrated. Deploying a lighting system, high-power LED lights are turned on to attract squid from far away to the boat. Dropping fishing lines tens of kilometers long. Each main fishing line has thousands of small branches. Each branch has a hook and bait, can be small fish or artificial bait. Waiting for the squid to be hooked, after deploying the fishing line. Fishermen wait a few hours for the squid to eat the bait and get hooked. Retrieving the line and harvesting. The line pulling machine system will slowly pull the line up. Each hooked squid is collected, classified and preserved right on the boat. The longline system allows fishermen to catch large quantities of squid without causing as much damage to the marine environment as the bottom trawling method. Big waves, sea storms, the war with nature. Going to sea means facing harsh nature. When the waves rise several meters high, the ship rocks violently. Deploying and retrieving the fishing line becomes extremely dangerous. Many veteran fishermen recount that there were times when storms suddenly hit. The entire ship had to stop working and struggle with the strong waves. Sometimes, just one strong wave was enough to throw hundreds of kilograms of squid barrels off the deck. Pirates and other dangers. Besides nature, another threat is piracy. Some offshore areas can be hotspots for pirate groups, targeting fishing boats because of the high value of seafood. To deal with this risk, many modern squid fishing boats are equipped with satellite communication systems, GPS positioning and security cameras. The crew is also trained to deal with emergencies. Squid preservation at sea, a race against time. When the squid is pulled up, if not preserved, immediately, the quality will seriously decrease. Therefore, the ship is equipped with a deep freezing system, keeping the temperature at -40 degrees Celsius to ensure that the squid remains as fresh as when it was just caught. After many weeks at sea, the ship's hold was full of squid, and the ship began to return to the mainland. Although tired, everyone was excited for a successful trip. Moments of arriving at the port, smiles at the port. As soon as the ship entered the port, the fishermen's families were present early to welcome them. The squid crates were quickly transferred to shore, where traders were ready to buy them at attractive prices. For the fishermen, this was the most precious moment after long days of hard work. They were able to return to their families, bringing with them the joy of a bumper fishing season. Fishing for squid with long lines is not only a profession, but also a journey attached to the sea. Each trip is a story about the courage, perseverance and solidarity of the children of the sea. Despite facing many dangers, they still stick to the sea day and night, contributing to bringing valuable seafood resources to the economy and providing food for millions of people around the world. Thank you for following this journey. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel to continue discovering other interesting stories about the life of fishermen at sea.